In this video, we're going to be covering doing some weight bearing activities at home. And this is going to help with reducing tone in the upper extremity, as well as increase range of motion and warm up your muscles for other activities as well. So one of the first ways to do it is you want to try, for the purpose of this video, my right hand will be my affected side. So you might need to give a little bit of passive stretch to your hand to kind of try and open it up, being very gentle because we don't want to hyperextend our fingers. So I don't want them out like this or like this. So just kind of a gentle, and what you can actually do, I find, is if you place the thumb first, kind of using your knee as a source, that we can preserve the natural arches in our hands. So if your hand is really tight here, so you can use your thumb first, get it out there. You might need to kind of hold it as you pull out, then the index finger, and then you can pull out the next one, that middle, ring, and pinky. And take your time, take it nice and slow. There's no need for it to be fast to get that hand open. And then you can just kind of sit here. You want to think about pushing down through your wrist. So it's going to come all the way down your arm. We really want to apply some force down through our wrist. If our hand is staying in place and not moving around, that's how we know we're applying sufficient force down through our palm. If it's moving around and you're having a little bit of trouble with that, that's okay. You can either use some Dicem if your therapist is able to give you some, or even just Saran wrap can work, just something to reduce the friction there. Also, if you're doing it on like your bare knee instead of clothing, if you're wearing shorts, that also can be a good way to kind of reduce some of that natural friction. Okay, so once we get our hand nice and open, again, kind of sit here, really think about just pushing down through that arm. And you can do some rocks. I like to rock back and forth. Just think about really using that arm to push through. And if it helps you think about it, you can use your other arm as well and think about pushing through one and then the other, alternating. Kind of lift your non-affected side as you go onto that affected side, just to really help give you that kind of feeling so you know what you should be looking for. Once you do some rocking back and forth, you can rock forwards and back. You can even do some reaching to get warmed up. Just nice, gentle rocking, really pushing down. You should feel it through your triceps, so it's gonna be the back of your arm, your shoulder, down through your forearm, and again, into that wrist. So we want some nice extension to get you warmed up here. Reduce some of that stiffness. So another option, if your knee is being a little bit difficult, or if it's just not kind of the right height for you, you can go next to you. So if you have chairs, I'm on an L-shaped couch because I don't have chairs, but if you are sitting in one chair, so I'm sitting in one, and then put another chair right here perpendicular to you so that your leg is in line with the front of the chair, like mine is the couch here. And what you can do is you can put your hand on that chair. You can kind of have your thumb go over the edge like I am, just to kind of help preserve that web space is what we call it. We want this really open. Just keeping your hand nice and open, and then again, pushing through. And if you're using a chair, it'll look a little bit better than mine does on this couch, but same thing here. You can go through and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So doing some holds are great, or again, some rocking back and forth. In each directions, you can even do circles. Just really think about your wrists kind of being that pendulum, but trying not to hyperextend as well.